Hey, and welcome to another edition of DIY Waypoint Kids. How you doing? How has back to school week gone? Are you enjoying having your schoolwork to do again, either at home or at school? Are you missing seeing all your friends? I am. Last week we were thinking about how when we include Jesus in our everyday lives, it makes a difference. Have you got any examples of how Jesus made a difference to your life in this last week? We'd love you to share them with us if you have. For my object to introduce our theme this week, I've got two of my most treasured medals, my marathon medals. I got the first one in Southampton 2 years ago, and I got the second one in Belfast last year. Training for and running these two marathons have been the hardest, yet the best thing I've done. I said I would never ever run a marathon, and now I've done two and would love to run my third in London next year. Let's see. Today 40,000 people would have been running London Marathon, and I should have been running a half marathon in Southampton this morning. Our Bible story is from Matthew 14 verses 22 to 33 and takes place just after Jesus had amazed everyone by feeding over 5,000 people with just 5 loaves and 2 fish. So it's time to grab your Bible, read the passage, watch a video. If you've enjoyed the Saddleback Kids videos on YouTube, they've got a good one of this story. So pause me and come back when you've found out what happened. When you run a marathon, the aim is to cross that finish line to get your prize of a t-shirt and a medal, and to be able to say with only 1% of the population, I am a marathon runner. A marathon, which is 26.2 miles, is a long race. It takes me 6 hours to run one. Keeping focused on the crossing that finish line is what keeps me going when I get to the point when I am so tired, fed up, my legs really hurt, and I just want to give up and stop running. So what has this got to do with all of us, when most of us will never ever run a marathon? This lockdown might seem a bit like a marathon. It's definitely going on for a long time, isn't it? And we can't even see the finish line yet. We're getting fed up and just wanting it to be over so we can all see people we miss and do all the things we enjoy doing. Living our lives as Christians, as followers of Jesus, is like running a marathon. Paul, in his letter to the Hebrews, wrote, "Let us run the race that is before us and never give up. Let us look only to Jesus." That's parts of Hebrews 12, verses 1 and 2. In our Bible story, Peter jumped out of the boat into the water as soon as he recognised Jesus. All the time he was looking at Jesus, he could walk on the water. But as soon as he took his eyes off Jesus and looked at the wind and the waves, he started to sink. We are all running this race of lockdown. We are all running the race that is the rest of our lives. But who and what are we looking at as we are running? Are we looking at the challenges, our worries and fears, the things we're missing and can't do? Or are we looking at Jesus, holding on to his promises to love us, to be our friend who will never leave us, to help and guide us when we don't know what to do, to provide for us, to encourage us to keep going? We've put together another resource sheet with games, activities, things to think, talk and pray about together. Let us know how you're doing and if there's anything we can be praying for you. Have a great week. Stay at home, stay safe, and we'll see you again next Sunday when we will be starting a series of sessions that will take us through to when we can meet together again.